people that they're not living the way they're supposed to live. Because you heard what the song said. And it said, Jesus promised he'll take care of me. I don't have to worry. Okay? I don't have to worry. Then he said, all I have to do is live right. And then the next one says, and believe what he said. So now he's ordained us and he said, I've given you this mission. Now, we get hung up on missions sometimes. We think when God's ordained us to go speak in front of nations that he's saying you need to get up in front of crowds. And a lot of us don't like to get up in front of crowds. But the ministry of music. Music is a powerful thing. The ministry of music. You speaking to the nations. Some of you praying. You speaking to the nations. Some of you praise dancing. You speaking to the nations. Some of you on your jobs, talking to people, offering them encouragement, showing them how you got out of things. You're speaking to the nations. But when we get this commission, we say, but I can't speak. I don't know what to say. For I'm a child. I'm unlearned. I don't know what to say. Read.
For I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. So God's taking away all kind of excuses now. He's saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what you can say or what you can't say. God said, if you go and you do what I tell you to do, he said, I'm going to make a way. I'm going to make a way for you to play on them drums to reach somebody. I'm going to make a way for you to talk to somebody on their job to reach somebody. I'm going to make a way for you to get up and tell somebody and have them come out of something. He said, I'm going to show you and I'm going to give you what to say. God said, because I have ordained you. Before the beginning of time, I have gave you a mission. So before you were formed, God is saying, Jeterica, I got a mission for you. Now, you're going to go through life, and Jeterica's season may be when she's 60. Jacqueline's mission may be when she's 20. Jasmine's may be when she's 25. It's whatever season. But God says, I've ordained you for a specific time. And her key mode is going to be a lot like Mr. Pete's key mode. It's going to be rough cut. Going to have a lot of cuts in it. Jacqueline's ain't going to have that many. But that's just the way God, that's just the mission that he's given you. Because you have to go through, the song said it's only a test. It's only a test that you're going through. And you got to go through that test. You can't get to the next level without going through that test. And what do we hate more than tests? Pop quizzes. The kind where you walk into the classroom and the teacher says, we're going to have a quiz today. And you're like, ruh-roh. We're going to have a what? Can I go to the bathroom? I need to call my mama. I'm sick. That type of thing. Them pop quizzes. That's them quizzes that come up. And you're not prepared. I went through a pop quiz last night. I come up here and I usually try to make sure that things are going to, at least for the moment, run smoothly for Sunday morning. And a pop quiz come up. My surge protector don't work. It's gone. It's blew out. It don't even work. Next thing is my lapel mic don't work. So I'm unplugging everything, switching this, switching back, all kind of things. And I just say, you know what? Hold on. I need to be better prepared for this test. I'm not prepared for this test. This test done caught me off guard. So I said, you know what? I need to go and do a little bit more studying. So I went and we went to Walmart and went out to eat and stuff and
Came back, and then I put everything back together, and it was working. But you can see how them pop tests come up. Just like this morning. They'll come up. They'll come up. The little things, they'll come up. And it's how you handle them little things is how you're going to handle them big things. Because if the little things get to you, then the big things really going to drive you over the edge. Read.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid. Read.
Of their faces.
For
I am with thee.
Because I'm with you. Don't worry about them looking at you. Because they're going to look at you crazy. When you get on that job and you out there, wherever you at on that job, and you with them unsaved folks, and you start telling them, hey, they got this problem, and you tell them how you overcame this problem, or they say, man, Stella, you always smiling. What's the deal with you? You always smiling. And everybody around here running around with their heads chopped off, and you got a smile on your face. What's going on? And then when Stella says, because I got a little bit of Jesus in me, they're going to go, huh? They're going to look at her funny. And when you on your job, or when you out at the grocery store or among your family and friends and they try to tell you about their problems because they see a little change in you, they see a little difference in you, and you go to explain to them about the little bit of Jesus you have, they're going to look at you funny. But God said, don't worry about them looking at you funny. Because I guarantee you, if you play them drums loud enough, you get up here and you speak boldly enough, and you pray hard enough, them funny faces going to turn into smiles. Read.
I am with thee to deliver thee, said the Lord.
I'm with thee to deliver thee. So when you start talking and doing and your commission that God has asked you to do, and you discover how uniquely that you're made, that you're just like that key. Pete won't fit in my door. I won't fit in Sam's door. Sam won't fit in Aisha's door. Because we're made different. We got different purposes. We got different missions. We got different things that he's ordained us to do. And I don't care if he's called you to come take the trash can and put it at the street. That's your design. That's what he's called you to do. You do it. Because people seeing me do it, they gonna keep going by. They see you doing it. They might stop and say, what's going on? How you doing? So you got to understand that you're uniquely made. That each and every one of us, they always say, they broke the mold after they made me. You're absolutely right. Because can't no two people do the same thing. Read.
Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me,
yes.
Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Right. Read.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations.
See, I have set this day, I've set you over the nations. So when you sit there and God says, okay, I've had you, this is your job to do. You're going to do this. And you say, okay, Lord, I'll do it. But I need help. He's going to say, I'm going to give you some help. He's going to give you that spirit. He's going to give you what to say. He's going to give you how to think. He's going to give you how to walk. He's going to give you how to talk, how to act. And look what he said. Read that again.
See, I have set this day set thee over nations. And over the kingdoms.
And over nations and over the kingdoms. Yes.
To root out.
To root out.
And to pull down.
To pull down.
And to destroy.
And to destroy.
And to throw down.
And to throw down.
To build.
And to plant.
And to plant.
So God is telling you today that I've set you in a position where I want you to be. I've got you where I need you to be. Now you need to come on out a little bit more because I've got greater things in store for you. But today, I've set you over the nations and over the kingdoms. And see, this is why the enemy is trying so hard to tell you that I'm built funny, I talk funny, I look funny, I'm not intelligent, I'm depressed. He'll try to afflict you with things. And this is why. Because he already knows what God has said. Verse 10 pertains to each and every one in here. And the enemy don't like it. That's why you're going through what you're going through. That's why he's attacking you. That's why he wants you to fail and not succeed. Is because that right there, each and every one of you, verse 10 belongs to you. Verse 10 belongs to each and every one in here. Like we said 2 Sundays ago, we didn't go through all this hell just to fail. You can't tell me you done went through all this junk in your life just to give up. Just to throw your hands up and say, I quit. That's what he wants. The enemy wants you to throw your hands up, throw in the towel, call it quits, and go back to doing whatever. Because he knows verse 10 was designed for each and every one of you here. Each and every one of you is a key. And that key only fits a certain lock. And that lock was designed for your key. Because you're the only one that has that key to unlock that door. Some of you will reach people that I'll never be able to reach. Just for the simple fact of what you went through, who you are, how you've come out, and people see that. So don't think that just because you're taking the trash can to the street that you're not important. Because that's a key designed especially for you. You're that key. Because you taking that trash can to that street can open up an opportunity for you to reach somebody and tell them about the goodness of God. Especially when you're taking that trash can out to the street in the rain with a smile on your face. Or singing a song. You best believe people are like, they may not stop right there. But they're going to catch you on in the store or something and say, man, what was going on with you? You was singing and happy and taking that trash. He said, what's going on? Bam, there's your chance. There's your key right there. You just opened the door. So I want you guys to remember that. That each and every one of you are a key. You're cut differently. Because you were made to feel a purpose that only you can do. And that's a song. And the rest of it says, there can never be a more beautiful you. But verse 10 should be everybody's anthem. Should be their theme. Read that one more time. And we're standing.
See, I have.
And when you lose that key, you can call Papa Lock. If you lose that key, this key that we're talking about, you can call Papa Lock, and that's Jesus. And he'll make you another set free. He won't charge you like them jokers from Lake Charles. So just remember that. All right? The altar's open. It's just something that I've seen all over the state, all over the nation, is we're lacking in altar calls. And that's simply you being bold enough, coming up and humbling yourself, not worrying about who's looking or what they're thinking, and standing here and talking to God. There's a song that says there's a feast at the table. There's healing up here at the altar. There's joy at the altar. There's peace at the altar. Everything you need is at the altar. Just want to. So the altar's open at this time. If you want to come to know Christ as your Savior, the altar's open. The time is now. Tomorrow's not promised. We all have an appointed time. For those of you that want to rededicate your life back to Christ, it's open. For those of you that are seeking healing, it's open.